Namaste to you all. We'll give it a shot, see if this one works for me. If not, I'll just redo it. So moon salutations are a hatha movement. We hold the poses versus sun salutations, we move. Yes. So today's moon salutation salutes the sun. Kind of doing some opposite stuff than a sun salutation. As we go around our mat, I don't have two set up, but we go around our mat. We'll do the same poses again. Some of you have done this with me. And we'll hold them longer, and then you'll notice how things change as you move around the mat. And the same poses that you do feel a little bit lengthening, a little bit more. Maybe have a blanket for your knees, because we do go down on the knee for a lunge if you need that for your knee. Come into your mountain pose. Usually we go the back side of our mat, but just wherever you are, find the top of a mat so that you have the whole mat to go around doing different poses. As we come into our mountain pose, just take time right now. So we take a deep breath in, you're lengthening, ground down in mountain pose, find that lift through the belly, inner thighs active, and just settle in for 2 deep breaths. Just lengthen in on the inhale, inviting the peace. On the exhale, releasing the stress, the worries, the things that life has right now. And another one. Then check in with the body. Notice how your body is feeling today. As any class, listen to yourself. If it's something you can't do, don't worry. Just enjoy the breath. Just take it a little easier. Now coming into the mountain pose with the mudra, we're going to take a lotus mudra, which is bringing the back of the hands together. The fingers spread out, just think of that, the flowers, right? Bringing that in front of your heart. Take a deep breath in and lift up like you're raising up. First poses all around, take it easy. Lengthen up tall. On the exhale, you'll fold forward. I encourage bent knees as you come forward. The inhale breath brings it all the way back up again. And then hands to heart center. All right. Coming into half moon leans, bring the hands up, lengthen up, engage and find strength. Arms are reaching up, belly in, connect. All right, half moon leans are going to be the opposite of what we usually do in hatha. We usually go to the right. So take a deep breath in, lengthen tall, and take it to your left. All right, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Breathe and hold. Find steadiness in your breath. And then back to center. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, opposite direction. Again. For the purpose of this class, probably about 3-4 breaths, maybe towards the end. We'll take longer, deeper breaths. Just giving you the feel of how moon salutations can be. And there are various versions. Lengthen tall, come back to center. Now we're going to take it to our Trikonasana. Generally the right foot stays forward and the left foot goes back first in most traditionals. We're going to start with the left foot staying forward. The right foot goes back, and you're going to go into Trikonasana, triangle pose. The arms come down. So here we are in our triangle pose, taking the bend out of the knee, the hips adjust, the arms come up, and this is your first Trikonasana pose. You could reach a little forward, just watch that your hip doesn't hug up. And then take the arms down and find your reach right now. With the arms extending apart, slight bend in that knee if you need it. Feet are grounded, you can choose. The head gaze down, gaze up. Right here, hold and breathe. Then bring yourself back up. From here, pyramid pose, where we take the front foot pointing forward. The back foot comes forward a little bit more, so come a little closer, you can see. The step is closer together. Hips are pointed forward, zip of the core, hinge forward. First one, be gentle with yourself. Arms could reach out, but maybe we just want to find that stretch in the back legs right now as we just hinge forward a little bit. No bend in the front knee, except a micro bend if you need it. Hips and breathe, all right? All right, from here, bring yourself back up. Drop the knee down to a low lunge. So this is where you might want to put that blanket underneath your knee. The low lunge, first one, right? Find that knee ankle alignment. All right, zip. Choose the hands. They may stay on the hips, or you might choose to raise up. So first one, like I said, we go around the mat. We will repeat it. You can get deeper as you go. Safety, feeling the body, and breathing is our first priority. From here, it's runner's lunge, so the hands can come down, the knee is going to lift up. You'll lift yourself up, push that heel back, zip of the core, gaze forward, left knee is pushing in towards your center of the body. For my friends that have done this, they're familiar with what I call a quirky side lunge. Point your left toe to the right corner of your mat. The back foot pivots on the side and you lean a little bit more into it. You can let the knee go beyond the ankle in this positioning. You may find yourself that you're up higher because it's just too much for your body. Any version that works for you. Remember, first one around. And we're going to bring ourselves to the center here. Bring the feet in a little bit more. We're going to take a squat. Find your first squat. It might be up high. You might find a deep squat. Again, watch that knee and ankle alignment, things you always want to watch throughout squats. Whew. And breathing into it. From here, we're going to do the quirky lunge on the other side. So now it'll be your right foot pointing to the left corner of your mat. Step that left foot back more and kind of lean into this one as well. All right, from here, pivot into the runner's lunge on this side. From here to your low lunge, dropping the knee. Find steadiness here, bringing everything to the center of the body. Again, choose your arm positioning. What you want to do is try to do the same thing you did on the other side, because we were over there on the other side of our body, the left side of the body. Now we're kind of in the right side, or whatever version you want to take it as. And then we can step up. We're going into our pyramid pose on this side. Again, hips are forward. And we do the same idea. The one you did on the other side, keep both feet grounded, hinge forward, find your steadiness on this side. Breathe into that stretch. And then bring yourself back up. Trikonasana, step a little farther, the bend out of this knee. Adjust the hips. Again, arms come out. All right, hinge forward. Again, find your reach. Choose the same direction of the neck that you did on the other side. And then from here, bring it back up, and we're doing moonflowers now. So our feet pivot out. We reach out the arms. Hands are going to come stretching out, reach them out, give them a little stretch and workout. Elbows in towards rib cage and back up. Then add the knees. Elbows, knees, come into a squat, moonflower squat, bring back up. Exhale as you come down. Inhale, lengthen tall. 4 more. And then back up. From here, step to the opposite end of the mat that you were in that you started from, and we're back at the top of the mat. Come back into mountain pose. Find your mountain pose. I've moved, but I just want to be able to see and let you get an idea. Back into the mountain pose, just take a moment. Observe how you feel. We've done everything on both sides, and we're at the opposite end of the mat. Take another deep breath. And we're going to repeat this. Go in the other direction all the way around the other side. Take the hands again into your lotus mudra. Take a deep breath in, reach up. You might feel like you could do a little bit more of a back bend. And on the exhale, again, you fold forward, observing gentleness to the back. And then all the way back up on the next breath. And then hands to heart center. All right, take the arms back up. I'm going to do my arms the opposite way this way because I'm not sure what it goes with the video. So deep breath in, and you're going to go to the left on the exhale. You're finding your half moon lean. Remember, we're trying to find that big stretch all along here. Create space here as well. Ground it in, lengthening. Keep the arms strong. Make them work a little bit more. Even let the hip go towards the front more. Even hips. I know it's hard to understand the directions and stuff, but if you're familiar and you've done this, just kind of take time to reconnect what things should be like. One more breath, and then back up to center. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, opposite direction. Nice. All right, and back up to center. Now, we are going to be at the top of the mat here. We are going to step the opposite leg back, so it will be your left leg that goes back into an opening. And first, before we do our triangle, let's do a few moon salutations again. Plie the feet out. Your left foot is back, your right foot is forward. Plie, reach the arms up. Again, create some movement, maybe a little deeper with each breath. 3 more. Great. All right. So we moved all the way around. I'm getting confused on what we did. So it's the right foot forward, left foot back. Is that correct? So we started here. We started with this one. We went on. All right. I'm wrong. Right foot back, left foot forward. So I'm going to flip around. And you should have yourself with your left foot forward, right foot back, or opposite of whatever you did before. Coming into that triangle again. All right, so triangle pose. Starting the other direction. I'm so confused, all right, but I'm going to go around my mat. The goal is we're going to go around all the way around the mat. So wherever you were, just make sure you start somewhere and go around. Bottom line, we do both sides anyway. So we come into our triangle again. Now coming into triangle, you might feel like this one feels a little bit more. You've got a little bit more because you've done this before. So find the depth. Take the deep breaths. And I know some of you can go real deep, and if that's where you're at, please go ahead. But don't overdo it. Just let yourself and let your body warm up as we do these different poses. Bring it back up. Take it to the pyramid, right? The foot comes forward, both hips pointing forward. This time, let's take the arms up if you would like. You always can keep the hands on the hips. And hinge forward. Both feet are still grounded. Belly button to spine. Hips go back. Come into your arm extension pyramid. If you feel and ready, you want to go deeper, you can go down. But maybe right now you're just feeling that stretch in the side of the body. Everything is feeling like it's getting a good stretch. The legs are getting a good stretch. It's a work here. We hold. 1 more breath. Then bring it back up. Come down to your lunge again. Like I said, you might want that blanket. Last time I'm going to tell you. You guys just need to do it. Lunge position. You may be feeling like you can lean into it a little bit more already. That is fine. Take it a little deeper. You might still be tall. You might want arms up or not. So find your position. Have a good deep breath. One more. And then release. Runner's lunge. Knee comes up. You might even use your blocks. Have the knee come up. and find steadiness here. Take a few moments, making sure everything is the way it should be. Lengthen in the spine, belly button, the spine back, heels going back. 2 more breaths. And then we're done. Quirky side lunge. Now the right foot points to the left corner of the mat, or the front foot to the opposite corner so you get that angle. Lean into it, the back foot pivots. You might go deep again, you might feel like, oh, I need my block. That's fine. Stretch should be felt here, in your leg, at your hip, on the leg that's bending. Maybe shaking's happening, that's okay. I can feel it, it's shaking. All right, walk yourself to the center. We come back to our squat. Again, you might feel high, low, maybe really low. Watch. Inner thighs are active. Knees are not forward. Take it back. 1 more breath. Whew. And then let's reach up. All right. Quirky side lunge with the other side. Step the legs farther. Left toes pointing to the right mat. Taking it down, pivoting here. We might be at a point where that foot comes up. You know where you should be or not be. Be safe. Let your body have this opportunity to get good work, good stretch. Let the breath, your mind, focus on the breath. Shift forward to runner's lunge. All right, take time here. Breathe into it. And then low lunge, drop down again now, reminding you this is what you do, the same kind of thing you did on the other side. Did you lean into it a bit? Did the hands come up? Maybe your hands went behind you. Do the same thing, because this is the other side now, getting the same thing that you did when you were at the other end of the mat. From here, we step up a little bit. Come into our pyramid this direction, right? Feet not as far apart as like triangle or warriors. The hands where you had on the other one, hinge forward, hips point down. Take it to that same place, breathe in. And then bring yourself back up. All right, stepping ourselves farther now, it's that triangle pose. Bring it up, find that hip adjustment, take it again, find that spot, same thing. And bring yourself up. All right, now back to that wide leg plie. A little bit of sunflower. We bend in the knees, the hands round and up. All right, that big circle, hinge forward, and create a little bit of movement this way. Couple more. And then come back down. Hold your squat. Explore, how am I feeling? Do I need that challenge up on my heels? Find where you want to work a little bit, and even an option. Stand here and catch your breath. All right, 1 more deep breath. And lift up. All right, step into the other end of the mat now. We come back to the top, back of the mat, the edge of the mat. Coming into mountain pose again. Now, again, check in. How am I feeling? How's my body doing right now? Close the eyes, feel the sensations, acknowledge. And then bring the hands together. making the lotus. Maybe you can create a little bit more. Visualize a color. And then with that deep breath in, you rise up, maybe more of that back bend for you. With the exhale, it's the fold forward. On your next inhale, again, tall. And then bring that color, that energy back down to heart. All right, back to our half moon leans. Okay, choosing where you want to stand, how you want to stand, ground in, lengthen up, inhale, lengthen, exhale to the left. Find a little bit more length. Find that stretch, find the work. Work on the breath. Back to center. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Other direction. Biceps are by the ears. Neck is not dropping down. Our head's not dropping down. Keep it in nice alignment. Should feel strong in the inner thighs, holding you here. One more deep breath. And back to the center. Taking it around back the mat again. All right, we'll step our right foot back and we're gonna come back into our moonflowers, all right? So come in here and make a combination. Sunflower and then moonflowers. Let yourself do a little bit of movement. Maybe you double them up, you move through them. Few more. It's good to get that heart rate up a little bit. And then make our way into our triangle pose. Left foot forward, right foot back. Find your triangle. So extend the arms, make them reach out, adjust the hip line, the bend of the knee. Inner thighs are active, and again, find your Trikonasana. Taking it maybe deeper, deeper, deeper. Don't lose anything. Depth is not the point, right? You could take it way down, but if you collapse, it's not good. So find what's working for you. Whew. And breathe, smile, hold. This round we are doing a little bit more longer breaths. Or more, one or the other. And then bring yourself back up. Whew. Okay. Pyramid. Bring that right foot forward a little bit more. Both pointing forward. Choice. All right. We're going to bring the arms behind here. Collect them together. If you can, your hands on the hips. Try and get that opening in the chest. Find that zip. Don't lose anything. And then hinge forward. Don't let that back foot come up. Hinge forward. Hips go back. And just find where it is for you. It may be farther down, it may be down, it may be down. If you'd rather have the hands in front, partial, or hands on your hip, that's also an option. Maybe even chin to chest, forehead towards knee. 2 more breaths. And then everything's engaged, lift back up. Okay, from here, we go into that low lunge. Drop the knee. All right, so you're working this lunge as best it feels for you. If you haven't done the back hands, you might find you want to do that, or it might be goalposts. You might find yourself sinking a little deeper. So find what you'd like right now. 4 more deep breaths. And then it's the runner's lunge. Hands down, lift up. Again, lengthen. Okay, the Quirky Lunge. The left toe points to the right corner of the mat. The back foot comes down again. You might be finding deeper, deeper. You may be up high. Listen to what is best for you. back to the center. All right, a little bit of a forward fold, point feet forward, just kind of stretching this forward fold. Then bring the feet a little bit closer together to find your lunge, your squat again. All right, so we might be at a point, I want to be way down in my squat. I may be here, I might be here, okay? Again, just watch and pay attention to how it feels. Does it feel safe? Wherever we are, lift up, give it a big stretch 5-point star. And then it's Quirky Lunge on the other side. The right point toe points to the mat. We go down. All right, find again what you did before. Then your runner's lunge. And drop to the low lunge. Again, remind yourself, what did I do on the other side? Try to copy. Stand yourself up. It's the pyramid forward again. The hands were behind on this last one. Let's take it forward, or whatever you did on the other side, bring it forward. And then back up. Whew. Okay, Trikonasana on this side. Step the feet wider apart. All right, so here we go. We find our Trikonasana on this side. And then back up. Feet point. Big reach, 5-point star. Stretch, you can hold 5-point star if you want, or again, come into moonflowers. If you prefer sunflowers, you can do that. And again, back down, hold a squat. Maybe this time the arms come out. Pretend there's weight on your arms, so the arms are working, holding up. Make the arms get a little bit of work. And back up. Stepping forward to the other end of the mat. All right, come back into your mountain pose. This time I'd like to do Samastiti mountain pose, where we bring the feet closest together. If you're already doing it, that's fine. But just bring the feet that the balls of the feet can touch, and maybe your heels do, maybe not. And then find mountain pose, grounding in, shoulders back and down. Relax the hands. Chin tucked, just a little, nice straight. And challenge yourself, close your eyes. Feel the little shift back and forth, and see if you can just steady yourself for a few breaths. No judgment if you can't or how it's moving. Balancing is just controlling the constant movement. You're not going to stay 100% still. But as you're here, just breathe in and out. And then a nice open mouth sigh. Open the eyes. Either keep the feet together, step them a little bit apart, hip widths apart, this kind of a nice secure way. And then again, the mudra, the lotus. Maybe you can even smell it. We're going to go one more round, and then I'm going to stop this video, and then we'll do extra stretching on a different video. But we'll just kind of let this be one where you could do it a few times if you really felt like you wanted to go around the mat 2 or 3 or 4 times. All right, long breath in, bring the lotus flower up above the head. Bending back as much as it feels safe for you. The exhale takes you to that forward fold. It might be straight legs at this point. The inhale all the way back up, bringing the lotus flower to your heart. All right, let's move on and let the breath just kind of find steadiness for you. Maybe ease, taking away worries. Let the breath in this practice just find calmness for you. Arms are up for a half moon leans. Again, we take a deep breath in, exhale to the left. Right, I'm not going to give as much directions this round. Just find it, find your breath. If you're uncertain, just be there in a nice form. And focus on breath. Come back up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, other direction. And back to center. All right, from here, it's moonflowers. Step your right foot back. Okay, right foot back. And then turn to the long edge of your mat. Plie out and find 5-point star and 5 moonflowers. Up and down, up and down. After 5, work your way to your triangle pose. Left foot forward, right foot back. You should be feeling a little bit more at ease here. So take time to find the triangle pose, making all the muscles work as we take it in for 5 breaths. And your breath might be longer, it may not be 5 for you, it might be more. Don't worry about that, just find deep breaths. From here, pyramid, feet forward, both hips pointing forward, left foot front, right foot back, arms up and hinge forward, flat back. Maybe stay there, maybe all the way down to hands touching the ground. You can keep them active or release and sink yourself a little deeper. Belly button to the spine, chin to the chest. Clasp the hands together if they're apart. Everything's active. Lift back up. Okay, drop the knee. Come into your low lunge. All right, deep breath, steadiness. Runner's lunge, hands drop, knee lifts, the right knee lifts up. Find here. From runner's lunge into our quirky side. Left toe points to the right corner, sinking as deep as it is for you. Walk yourself center. Feet point forward. Little stretch deeper in, and then walk feet closer together to come into your squat. All right? So the squat today, again, choose what you want to be in. Releasing from that, step the feet apart, quirky lunge, right foot to the left corner, come into that quirky side lunge. I know there's a Sanskrit name of it somewhere along the way in the world, but we go with Quirky right now. And then pivot, runner's lunge. Drop the knee, lift up, lunge, low lunge. Maybe you're noticing your breath is even longer. That's awesome. And if not, no worries, right? Okay, bring ourselves up to standing pyramid. Pointing to the other end of the mat. We did the hands up or whatever version you did. Find that same positioning. We're on the opposite side now. So take it to that. Clasp the hands, engage, lift up. Ooh, Trikonasana, left foot back, right foot forward. Find yourself here. And back up. Moonflowers, point the feet, reach up. Again, it could be moonflowers, could be a combination. Just exhale, come down, inhale, lengthen. And then step to the opposite end of the mat, back into mountain pose. Settling into mountain pose, okay. Just take time now with the mountain pose just to see how we feel. My game plan is, we'll end this video. I will do another one where we go around and stretch a little bit more and come to a finale. But you're welcome to be done. And just take a few moments in mountain pose, just to let the body absorb it all. Another option would be is you could run the video again and do a couple more rounds and then go to the second part. Relax the face. And for those of us that are done, you can bring the hands to heart-centered, a little tuck of the chin. And it's been my honor and privilege to guide you through your practice. May you be safe, may you be happy, may you be safe, and may you live in peace. Namaste. For my other friends, I'll see you in a few minutes.